Well, I have returned. Well, I caved and I got takeout, and I tell you, the burger and the other burger were a bit, but goddamn, if it were, the chips were good, and I have a fucking Ferrero Rocher milkshake. I don't know why. I saw it in the list, and I was like, why not? If I'm being a fat bastard, I may as well go the full fat bastard. Anyway, moving on. God. Let me just slob out a little bit. Ugh. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Is Apollo okay? He's been muttering to himself all morning. He's been like that since yesterday. Guess the pressure of today's trial is getting to him. Poor Polly. He's really tearing himself up over all this. Get it together, Apollo! Yikes! Athena? When did you get here? Try to relax a little bit, will you? You're getting yourself way too worked up. Yeah, but I'm alright. I'm fine. You know, I did a little digging on this Nayuta guy. He's apparently not your run-of-the-mill prosecutor. Oh yeah? What did you find out? Well, they say he wields an incredible power to accurately read a trial's karma and its ultimate fate. What? Yeah, thank you. What is that supposed to mean? I don't have all the details, but apparently he can foresee how the arguments will go and even lead his opposition. So the defense basically ends up going in whatever direction he has in his head. Man, this isn't going to be a cakewalk if that's true. Emma did say she talked to him for us, though. Here's hoping that went well. In any case, it sounds like he's going to keep us on our toes. Yay, trial time! That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. My two most prized possessions. Wait. I believe in you, Apollo. Blech. Mr. Wright is putting his faith in me. I can't let him down now! I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine! There he goes again. It's almost like he's chanting a prayer. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. If you say so, Apollo. The trial will start momentarily. Is the defense ready? Yes! We're fine! Trucy's fate and the fate of the agency rest on this trial. This is it, Justice. If ever there was a time to shine, it's now. Again, why can't Trucy just be the main motivation here? Why? Like, I haven't got a problem with adding more, but it's just it just constantly comes across as like, oh man, the stakes aren't high enough. Let's raise them a bit more. Let's put another fucking candle under this fucking swimming pool. I don't understand it. Like, it's like they don't have any faith in their own fucking premise, and it's been going on for like, this is like the 7th game. Alright? I don't know, man. That's me. That's just the way that I currently perceive it. It's more getting in the way and being frustrating. Yay, Judgy! Court is now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. And the fruitcake over there is peaceful. And the prosecution? Prosecutor Sadmadi? I'll go with it, go on then. 1,000 pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting. I was praying for the victim. Oh, praying. Yes, I see. You're a Quranist monk, correct, prosecutor? Ugh. Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the kingdom of Quran. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I am unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country, and may make many blunders. He seems like such a gentle-mannered soul, doesn't he? I wonder if Emma had a chance to talk with him about Trucy. Now then, Prosecutor Sad Marty, your opening statement, if you would. Certainly. In the name of the Holy Mother, I vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace, known as the Twilight Realm. With this shit again. Now, let the last rites of the victim begin. Ayuta Sad Marty. He's really been making a name for himself, apparently, but that nickname, Last Rites Prosecutor, I wonder how that will come into play today. Huh. The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accused performed a magic trick in which he thrust a sword into a coffin. A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was Man of Mystery, otherwise known as the Great Mr. Royce. His blood was found on the sword that was used during the magic trick. Well, yeah, it seems about right. Still bollocks, though. I'm sorry, it's disproved by the angle, and that's the end of it. So his death was just an unfortunate accident? It is only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honour. However, it was no mere accident, but rather a homicide. Brr, brr, brr. The prosecution's position is thus, that this was a murder made to look like an accident. Why would you do it in broad fucking daylight? Oh. I see, and you believe this crime was committed by the defendant? After a thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I, unfortunately, had no other choice but to conclude as much. So that's how it's going to be, huh? I guess Emma couldn't convince him after all. Very well, and now let us hear from the defence. Naturally, we maintain that the defendant is innocent, Your Honour. If the defence wouldn't mind, could you please explain your reasoning? My reasoning? Well, I would have to say that my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of putrid mind. Putrid mind? Prosecutor Sad Marty? Excuse me, but I don't... What the fuck was that? This is getting really racist. Oh, sorry. A sutra of the Holy Mother that guides those of tainted soul toward enlightenment. It is a Kranist incantation to awaken the foolish from their fruitless slumber. Fitting for a lawyer who indulges in such fancy as the innocence of the accused. I see. So basically, you're asking the defense to get real. Allow me these few words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners, and to guide victim souls to the Twilight Realm. Should you show repentance and admit to the accused's guilt now, no harm will come to you. But, should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim, I will clap at you. Then I shall cast you down into the pit of hell, along with Trucy Wright. That's not quite how it works here, but okay. You foreigner. Fucking foreigner don't know what they're doing. Now wait just 1 minute here. Putrid, pit of hell, is that any way to address someone in a court of law? Prosecutor Sad Marty, that may be the way you conduct trials in crime, but I would appreciate it if you would refrain from such charged language here. Your Honour, that was but a Quranic sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Well, sorry, but if you can be super duper racist in your country, then we can be super duper racist here. That's just the way it works in this world. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemptible deviants who cannot see reason. But you haven't even presented any reason yet! Oh, I see. I didn't realise. I guess they really do hate defense attorneys in Quran, huh? Even still, that was way, way over the top as far as verbal abuse goes. And the trial's only just begun. Well, defense, I suppose the way a prosecutor does things varies by country. Why don't we look at this as cross-cultural exchange and try to be open-minded about it? What? Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. Munch, 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 munch. Uh-oh, I thought she'd said goodbye to the snackoos. Much munching. Many munches. All the munching. Detective Sky, the courtroom is no place for gorging yourself. What's wrong with having a little snack? Girl's gotta eat, right? She, seems a little stressed out. Detective Sky, your testimony, please. Yeah, about that. I just want to state for the record that I believe Trucy Wright is innocent. I'm sorry? Detective Sky, this path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving the wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end. But let it go, and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother. More munching! Aww. Fine. I don't know about the divine part, but I get the punishment bit loud and clear. I guess Emma got assigned tons of paperwork or something for sticking up for Trucy. She and Prosecutor Sadmadi don't seem to get along very well, do they? Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Sky. Alright. Please take a look at this poster. It's a troop Grammari... what the fuck? Was it Grammari? I can't remember. Yeah, Grammari. Grammarier. Grammarier. I can't remember what the fuck I called it before. We'll go Grammari, why not? Poster from 13 years ago. Is it just me or is it a little different from the one in Miss Wright's dressing room? This is a revised version of that poster. This one says cancelled under Mr. Royce. That's right, Mr. Royce left the troop after the first version of the poster was printed. Take a look at Mr. Royce's right forearm near his elbow. See the big scar there? He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick. Ouch, that's quite a scar. Because of the accident, Magnifi Grammari... Fuck, I had a way of saying it and I've lost it! Bollocks! Magnifi Grammari... Yeah, let's go with that. Concluded Mr. Royce was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magnifi announced that Mr. Royce wouldn't be appearing. But in defiance of Magnifi's decision, Mr. Royce tried to go on stage anyway. This, in turn, caused Magnifi to oust Mr. Royce from the troupe on the spot. He kicked Mr. Royce out? That seems rather extreme. Did he really have to go that far? When it came to magic, Troupe Grammari was so passionate, or should I say extreme, about it that it caused problems for them from time to time. Yes, they even caused this court a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics. And now the troupe's successor has committed a murder. It seems the troupe's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all. A putrid talent for criminality! He likes putrid, doesn't he? You sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor. Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor. This is going to be the recurring gig, isn't it? We're going to hear that one a lot. Ahem, as I was saying, after his expulsion, Mr. Royce apparently went on to hold a grudge against the troupe. He would tell those close to him, I will get my revenge on Troupe Grammari someday. Revenge, that certainly sounds antagonistic. Cool. And then his chance for revenge finally came. If you would be so kind, Detective Sky. I guess I don't have a choice, do I? The defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Grimari during Trucy's magic show. Mr. Royce was going to first steal the Grimari notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did, in fact, steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Ugh. That's jumping the gun a bit there, love. By the time the accused had discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late. Her only option was to kill Mr. Royce and make it look like an accident. Objection! That's nothing but conjecture. Oh, look, he can say objection. The victim's assistant, Bonnie DeFam, gave the police a statement. She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Royce said, "I'm going to reveal all of Troop Grimari's secrets on stage today." Well, that's a bit... just coming out and saying it. What? Well, that isn't exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it? You're telling me. Allow me to give you one piece of advice, defense. Oh, and what's that? Ah. Let it go and move on. Excuse me? Helping a sinner will only sully your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of hell, and then be ever burdened with that sin in their next life. But I don't believe in that sort of thing. Besides, I have no intention of giving up. Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid lawyer. All actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honour of being a mere stink bug at best in your next life. A stink bug? Now then, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please. Well, at least we can fucking get on with it instead of having this. What? What is cross-examination? The defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop during Trucy's magic show. Royce is going to first steal the Grimari notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind the magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did, in fact, steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. How the fuck did he... I mean, yeah, alright, we found it with his stuff, but... Choose... oh, hang on. What was that? That didn't even go with that line of fucking dialogue. You were private consideration separate... Yeah, whatever, fuck you. I warned you about this very thing before the trial began, did I not? Like, oh balls, yes! Please recite my exact words to you. Emma Skye, you are a detective first and foremost, not the accused friend. Remember your duty and fulfill it faithfully. You do... yeah. Well, devotion to your work will be rewarded for the Holy Mother sees all. This Holy Mother is no scientific concept I've ever heard of. Those two really don't get along. Well, science and religion go together about as well as oil and water. Actually, I don't know. In fact, every single science teacher I had at school was a Christian. So, I don't know, go figure. Right, that's not doing anything. How the fuck... Well, alright, yeah, you got your bullshit thing. That's what Mr. Royce himself said, right? Right, but he didn't exactly specify which Grimari secrets he was talking about. But the prosecution thinks he was referring to the secrets behind Troop Grimari's magic. Yes, that is the prosecution's assertion. When the accused realised that Mr. Royce was to reveal her family's most closely guarded secrets, she naturally panicked. So basically, Trucy's notebook was hiding in Mr. Royce's things because he had stolen it himself? I see. Truly a motive that only a magician could have. Yes, that's what the prosecution believes anyway. Alright, seems fair. What evidence do you have that Mr. Royce actually stole the notebook? Well, you see, more munching. Oh dear. That bode well. Whenever you're ready. Fret not, Detective Sky, you have nothing to repent for. You should be proud of the fine forensic discovery that you made. Forensic discovery? And what did she discover specifically? Detective Sky identified a certain set of fingerprints on the notebook. Upon further inspection, she determined that they belonged to Mr. Royce. What? The detective found the fingerprints entirely of her own volition. For that, I must say, well done, Detective Sky. Ugh. Oh dear. Now, Detective Sky, I would ask you to explain exactly how Mr. Royce intended to use the... Right, okay. Alright. Well, first he stole the notebook, and then blue. Right, we've done that one. I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder? Beats me. What? The basis is beats me? You'll have to ask Prosecutor Sad Marty over there, because he hasn't told me his reasoning either. Detective Sky, your feeding of information to the defense has not gone unnoticed by my eyes. Oh. The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge upon you in your next life. Oh yeah, no, this is a fucking thing. Oh man. But even before that, it may impinge upon your job in the form of a transfer. Please don't get me kicked out of the forensics unit. Anything but that. Poor Emma. She's already been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Sad Marty, what are your grounds for claiming homicide? It was the luminous tape in the understage passage. Oh. I realised that it had been moved. Moved so that Mr. Royce would climb up into the downstage coffin by mistake. Mr. Royce, who was waiting in the understage passage, was supposed to have used the upstage ladder shown here on the left. That makes sense. He was to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area after being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1. Mr. Royce was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin, but the luminous tape had been moved to mark the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake. The very same coffin that the accused thrust her sword into. That seems unbelievably coincidental, but alright. And you have proof that it was my client who moved the tape? But of course, Detective Sky. Oh, that's right. I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the luminous tape. Bollocks! Wow, well played. Well, defense, are you finally ready to let it all go and move on? That's going to get very grating. Let's hope that the mental murderers are decently interesting to offset it. Absolutely not. Detective, please add the information about the prints on the tape to your testimony. Those prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show. Do we even have anything for that? What made you think to check the luminous tape for prints? Well, I bet it was Detective's intuition. I dusted not just the tape, but just about everywhere for fingerprints. Oh? I dusted pretty much every single surface in the theatre. I mean, it was so nice to be able to dust for prints without anybody getting mad at me. It's great that you're enthusiastic, Emma, but there is such a thing as too enthusiastic. The tape was moved to guide Mr. Royce into the coffin that was downstage. If that's true, it does sound like a murder rather than an accident. It certainly doesn't help that Trucy's prints are on the tape. I wish I knew what sound would even be appropriate to make in this situation. Oh, we got anything funky chunky? Anything interesting? Contract, Tracy's statement. Well, no, hang on a minute. She moved, you're on the tape, I guess she moved it during the show. I don't know. So there's that. Still no. I'm assuming that it's something to do with the tape, I just can't think of what it would be. She must have moved it during the show. I was thinking, the stage lift Tracy had to move out of the way during the show since it was already the way up. I'm just trying to think what would actually apply to that as a thing. I do not know. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I don't know, I'm gonna roll with that and see how we do. Doesn't seem to have worked. I don't know. This is my point, like, I'm just sort of trying to match stuff up, and it's like, if that was moved, I don't know. I think I'm probably are gonna have to fucking resort to asking Athena what the fuck to do, because I don't think of anything. I don't know. Because that's all fine and dandy. Oh, we haven't pressed that yet, I guess. Anything there? Venge, after all this time, it's been 13 years already. Why now? I know, right? I thought that was pretty sketchy myself. I mean, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago if he was going to do it? After all, weird bollocky thing. Detective Sky's self-indulgent outbursts such as those will earn you divine punishment. In the form of a salary evaluation. Eep. Eep, eep. That was a tasty milkshake, I have to say. So yeah, God works in mysterious ways in this world. Nom nom nom. Yeah, the detective have a snack, the humble servant of the Holy Mother shall explain. Oh, we're actually going to get something interesting. Okay, over a decade ago, Troop Grammari was at the height of their popularity, but then their reputation declined and they had all but faded from public memory. Fair. Till recently, that is, when Tracy Wright sought to recapture their former glory, so that's when he went for it. Okay. Fendant, and at such a young age too, how impressive. Yes, the accused's skill at magic is undeniably impressive. If she hadn't fallen under the path of sin, she would have had a bright future ahead of her. It's always sad to see such promising young potential go to waste. Okay. Put down the yeah, fucking... Alright, well it's gotta be something to fucking do with the tape then, doesn't it? I just can't think of what it actually means. Depicting the stage with the... didn't he climb up to it? Oh no, because he climbed up to it in a spazzy way. Set of unknown fingerprints were found on the top. No. I'm gonna roll with that. My god, Bonnie messed up Mr. Hat's placing him opposite the scripted location on the right side. That's not Tracy had to. No, but that's to do with the stage lifts. I don't know. Fuck it, I'm gonna save it since it looks like we're gonna be leading straight out with trial and error bullshit. Ah, it's tricky, man. I'm just trying to fucking join a dot. I don't know if it is a dot or if it's something important. I don't fucking know. Fuck it. Bollocks. No. Well, no, to be fair, the only reason that I'm fucking trying to go for it is because, well, I don't know, you pressed on it and something happened. So there had to be a reason for it to be moved, but it might not be the important bit. Oh yes, I can do the dumb shit consult thing. Yes, I am terribly out of it. There was one statement I thought that was a little strange. Oh, am I witnessing the parent? Yeah. Nope, feminine intuition. Let me show you which statement I'm talking about. Thank you. If it's that fucking thing, I'd be really pissed off. Knew it! God damn it! That doesn't help! Oh. I don't fucking know. I quite literally haven't the foggiest. Oh, he died of shock. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's not a fucking statement. It's not the fucking scissor lift. Oh, I don't know, there's nothing to contest the fact that maybe she did move the fucking tape, I don't know. Alright, what else is mildly close? That. Go on then, I don't fucking know. Oh, it was that! How?! What?! I had picked the prints on the coffin. How has that got anything to do with anything? Oh shit! It's because she was wearing fucking gloves. With you on board. Cool. I'm sorry, Detective Sky, but there's a flaw in your testimony. Oh, really? The prosecution is claiming that Miss Wright moved the understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But it doesn't make sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time. With you on board, Coolio. It doesn't. Please consider the fingerprinting results of the main coffin, which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints were found on or in it. That's true. We didn't find any of her prints on that coffin. I think you've realised what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Miss Wright left prints on the tape during the show is inconsistent with the facts. Because she was wearing gloves during the show. Yeah, okay, alright, cool, I'm with that, I'm on board, that's fine. That's cheeky though. She must have left the prints sometime before the show started. In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. The prosecution's investigation was insufficient. Oh my god! But on a personal level, I'm very happy about that. Well, Prosecutor Sarmani, if the defence's argument is true, then you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim. I see. Apparently, the defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a stink bug at any rate. Come on, you can bump me up to at least a stag beetle now, can't you? Would that really be any better? Of course, way better! Stag beetles are cool with those huge mandibles of theirs. What? If the defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle, then answer me this question. Alright, shoot. Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim still climbed the ladder using the tape as a guide. And entered the coffin on the stage. The accused then thrust her sword into said coffin with the victim in it. So what you're saying is, the fact remains that the victim was stabbed to death, right? Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case. If the accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, then it means the victim's death could have been accidental. If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter. Right, so he's sort of guided them into a, well, it's slightly less shitty option. I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, they could plead extenuating circumstances, and the severity of the crime could be mitigated. Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident? Oh, he's got to say it was a murder, didn't he? This is it, the all-important question. The defense argues that Mr. Royce's death was murder. Maintains that the defendant is entirely innocent. We believe that it wasn't an accident, but murder. And what's more, we believe it was committed by a third party. A third party? As in the true culprit is someone else? That is quite a brazen claim to make, and one wholly without grounds. Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly in emptiness. Yeah, I like that. That's quite good, actually. I'm sort of halfway on board with this guy. He's alright. Surely you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life. I've been demoted to a vegetable. Oh dear. Wow, I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant. In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim. Oh yeah, it's in the fucking evidence. There's a set of third fingerprints. Let's hear this reasoning of yours then. Alright, but before I give it, there is one question that we need to address. If the victim was killed by some third party, then the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death. If that's the case, then how do we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin? A very good question. Now let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin? Well, he can't have been killed in the coffin. It certainly wasn't fucking magic. Because if he was killed in the coffin, then he was killed by Trucy. Under stage? Yeah. What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go? Oh, I see. In that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. How do you respond, Prosecutor Sarmati? So we are actually rolling with the... no. Are we actually rolling with the fact that the sword was lethal or not? Because we haven't actually addressed the fact that it could have been rubber and then swapped. That is the third time. The third time of what? Hiya! What the fuck? What the heck is this? Right? Ah. What do you think you're doing? Even the merciful Holy Mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times. Since you never learned, you needed to be punished. Why don't you let me worry about what I need and don't need? It is what you deserve for interfering with my sacred last rites for the victim. You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing. Oh, he's a prick. Still cool though, I got brought, he's alright. Let this humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon. Oh god. A sermon now? There is a passage in the sacred scriptures of Christianism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake. Huh? A cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right? No, for I am not done with my sermon. And yet the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within. Just great. And in this case, you are that frog, Defense. What exactly is your point anyway? Let's assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage, who then had the opportunity to do so during the show. Let's see, the people in the show were Bonnie DeFame, the victim Mr. Royce, and Trucy Wright. Bonnie DeFame was on stage throughout the entire show, as easily confirmed by the footage from the show, with that creepy rapist photographer man. Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright. It's not wrong. Now do you see? The accused killed Mr. Royce as he waited on standby in the understage passage, and then placed his dead body in the coffin above, thus making the murder look like an accident. Well, it was looking good for a minute. You fucking butterfly, man. O great and merciful Holy Mother, thus another putrid mind has been guided toward enlightenment. I'm not liking that. Oh, I can't believe I swallowed this trick question whole. Yep, you took it deep, Apollo. What do you think, Cat? Oh, shit. Yay! Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here. This is about fucking time you did something. Athena, what are you? There's something I want to point out, Apollo. And who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in countenance. I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same. And you would contribute to this discussion in that capacity? I most certainly would. Oh, here we go. Right, here's a fucking gimmick. You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage, but let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl, right? Really? Clearly. Surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honour, please send for this little child's guardian to come take her home. But I'm not done with my sermon. You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Sadmadi, you know. Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, then his body would then have to be hauled up to the stage, right? However, Miss Wright is a young girl, and a pretty petite one at that. She couldn't possibly have hefted that large body up and put it into the coffin. That's true, it does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant. I don't think even I could do it. What do you think of that, prosecutor? Who's the child now? Yeah, but you're also forgetting the point that she did end up moving 2 of those fucking stage lift thingies by hand, herself. So, you know, she's obviously not weak sauce. In my religion, the priestesses of Quranitism are referred as the pillars of our beliefs. So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. Well, that's good. I also think highly of the female perspective. Says the man who called this fair maiden a little child. Who's a fair maiden? I agree that your point is worth discussing, Defence. How, indeed, was the dead body raised up into the coffin? By the accused, Trucy Wright, that is. You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Well, yeah, it's his fucking job, idiot. Then you explain how that'd even be possible. It's fucking stage lifts. What do you want, cat? We're busy! There was a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up. Huh? Wait. You really can explain it? Yes. I foresaw that our arguments would come to this, so I prepared a witness. Oh, I thought he was just going to go straight for it, but alright. Well, well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor. It is really not that difficult when one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial. Yeah, bollocks. He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out like this, could he? It's pretty hard to believe. Excuse me, but may I step down now? Yes, I suppose you may. One moment, Detective Sky. I'm sorry for, you know, the way I handled all of this. You did a fine job, Detective. Your testimony was invaluable. It was? Yes, you served well as a detective, and did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably. You will be rewarded for your fine work. Oh. Thank you. I hope we can work together again in the future. Emma seems bewildered by the unexpected praise. I guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him. Now then, let us call the next witness. Is it gonna be, Bunny Woman? Yep. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the court. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm a lagomorphin illusionist from the land of fairy tales, Bonnie de Fab. I can't wait to do some magic tricks for all of you. Please, witness, there is a time and a place for all things, including magic. Aww, but it would be okay if I do just a little magic, right? Come on, please. Look, everybody is waiting. Now's my chance to shine. Yeah, you fucking tell her. In your, whatever your fucking thing is. That is your second time. My second time doing what? There will be no further warnings. You should know that from our preparatory meeting, correct? Yeep, yeep, yeep. Is no one exempt from His Holiness's rosary of suffering? May we have your testimony, witness, once you've recovered from your disappointment? Well, as a huge fan of Trucy's, I don't really want to testify against her, but I guess I have to, don't I? As a huge fan of Trucy's, huh? Flashback. I'm fucking crazy! Crazy! She's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. That's exactly what that snivelling brat deserves. What a skank. Sure, you're a real fan, alright. Of destroying Trucy, you mean? Oh, yeah. Alright, what you got? The understage passage. I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Royce. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body up if she used a stage lift. Is it possible? Could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. I was on stage for the entire show, by the way. Just fucking just making sure she's cool. You're on stage the whole time, and you're sure about that? There is no question. The entire audience could testify to that fact. What's more, she's shown clearly in the TV show footage as well. I couldn't possibly have killed Mr. Royce, not little old me. Therefore, the only person who could have killed the victim on the stage is the accused. Bloody bloody blue. Furthermore, by using a stage lift, even a petite young lady could fucking shut up, we get the point. Could have raised the body up to the stage without difficulty. Wonderful. You've got to be kidding me. Very well, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Well, we already fucking know the answer to that one. It's a piece of piss. Because stage lift 2 was, what is it, already fully raised and physically impossible to fucking move. At least I think it was. Oh, let's hope it's stage lift 2. And it's stage left true.
Objection!
True. What? Are you taking the piss? Fuck off! Really? Wow, alright, yeah, no. Yeah, you know, let's present fucking stage lift 2 that's fully raised and impossible to fucking, like, lower. And then just not acknowledge that. Oh, fuck off, game. Really? Okay, then, fine. Let's fucking, yeah, let's do that. Stage lift number 2. You mean the stage lift shown here on the left? That's right, with a stage lift, I think even a small girl could easily lift a dead body up to the stage. Yeah, I suppose she had to use stage lift 2 because stage lift 1 had to lift her up to the thingy. Yeah. So that makes her the murderer, in your opinion? Of course not! I believe in Trucy. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of hers. Oh brother, how long is she gonna keep this act up? Defense, what position was stage lift number 2 in after the show? Let's see. If I recall, it was in the fully raised position. Yeah. And the reason why it was fully raised is because the accused used it to lift the victim's body. Wouldn't you agree? Brrr. Feel free to slowly mull it over while you roast over the flames of hell. You evil red pepper. How nice. So now I'm also evil. Oh, fucking hell. Alright then, let's try and find the one that's right. Placing him opposite the scholar. As a result, Trucy had to quickly move the lifts under the stage. Yeah, see, it even fucking says it there! The stage lift, Trucy had to move out of the way during the show since it was already all the way up! Fuck you. Alright then, let's give that one a fucking go.
Objection!
No, apparently not! Really? Really? Alright then. Oh, fuck it hell, man. Are you taking the piss? It's fucking dog shit. If you fucking point out that statement as the hinky one, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Nothing's really jumping out at you. Really? Fuck off, man. Dog shit. I'm sorry I'm fucking beat you to the point. Oh, God. Alright, it's not that one.
Hold it!
What makes you think it would be possible? It's not like you tried it out yourself, right? Well, actually, we did try it out for ourselves. What? You did? Detective Sky, if you would. Oh. So that's why you made me do that. Detective Sky, what did he have you do? The prosecutor asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with the stage lift, without a single word of explanation as to why he was making me do it. You're kidding. It's as if he really can foresee all of our counter-arguments. Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother. More like haughty. I guess that means Trucy could have lifted the dead body up. Does that mean... Fine, I'll fucking press the witness, cause fucking fuck me, right? For once I was actually like on the ball, and the game's like, no, you haven't seen it yet. You know, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't presented itself, despite the fact it's presented itself perfectly. Is what possible? Could Trucy really have what, Mr. Pham? Please finish your sentence. Eek, well, Don't try to beat around the bush. Come right out and say it. Why not tell this court what you really believe? What I really believe? Of course I don't believe Trucy could ever commit murder. Such an amazing and wonderful magician would never do such a thing. But, taking all the facts into account, what else can I think? I know of at least 3 other unflattering things you really think about Trucy. How can you attack this girl when she's obviously speaking with reserve? There is such a thing as reading between the lines, Mr. Justice. It's sad how the youth of today lack the ability to do such a basic thing. Looking at me like that isn't going to help me stick my foot in my mouth less, Your Honour. Witness, please describe what the accused might have used to... Fucking hell, man. Right, well, we already... I wonder if it's really possible for a small girl... Yeah, fine. Possible with a stage lift. Prosecutor Sam Marty also said Trucy was the only one who could have done it under stage. This testimony sure isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I fucking know! Anything there? Anything. You said you're a huge fan of Trucy's, isn't that right? Oh yes, I even became a magician because I wanted to be just like her. The first time I saw her, she was performing at the Wonder Bar. She was only in junior high back then, but she got up on stage with tons of confidence, and then she proceeded to win my heart with her astonishing tricks and winning smile. She certainly sounds like she means all of that. So finally being able to perform with her must have been quite a treat for you, right? Oh yes, after all, it was my chance to have her see me. Not just as a fan, but as a fellow magician. But then that horrible accident happened. It was not an accident, it was murder. Witness, please explain if you would. How it's I pressed all of it! I have the answer, it's pissing me off. What happened when I did that? I completely forgot. Yeah. Alright, no, so fuck it. I was on exactly the right point. Brilliant. Go fuck yourself. Why can't I present? Do I have to consult? Why can't I present? What's happening? I don't fucking know anymore, man. I'm so fucking confused. It will no longer let me present evidence. I'm fairly certain I pressed all of it. Oh, right, alright, there's more fucking dialogue for some reason. Single swear moment to slip down to the understage passage. Don't tell me you suspect me now. Trying to do my job by fully examining your alibi. Depending on how solid it is, I might have to suspect you, yes. Well, it's fucking rock solid. Oh, shit! Okay. Where? Oh, it's really... No, I'm really fucking pissed off at that. It's like, I'm sorry, but there's 2 different bits of evidence pointing to something that she fucking said that disproves something she fucking said. But I'm wrong, because I had to press the same statement twice for some reason. That's fair. You gotta be kidding me. Don't spit on my head and tell me it's raining, lawyer boy. I'm right there in the footage, or are you too much of an idiot to see? Huh? Mr. Pham, are you feeling alright? You seem suddenly different. Oh, oops, where did that come from, right? Oh my, I seem to have snapped there for a second, didn't I? Tee-hee. You didn't just snap, you broke character just now. In any case, I was on stage the whole time performing magic. I mean, you saw me in the footage, right? My dazzling and flawless performance. Oh, are you fucking serious? Flawless? That's odd considering what you told me. You said that you'd made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat. Yeah. Mr. Pham, to what is the defense referring? Well, I made a little mistake on stage. I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. According to the script, I was supposed to place him to the left of the coffin. But if I flubbed it up and made him stand to the right of the coffin instead. And because of that mistake, Trucy had to move the stage lifts around. I feel really bad about messing Trucy up like that with my goof. Tee-hee. Darn it, I don't sound... Really? Fuck me, man. Alright. Just fuck. Just fuck. But okay, yeah, fine, whatever. Darn it, I don't see any inconsistencies in her testimony. Hee, now do you know who the real killer is? Come on, Gramps, don't just sit there, hand down your ruling, pronto. Do it quick before you keel over up there. I beg your pardon? Oops. Oh, what's gotten into me? I'm so sorry. I gave her another 5 minutes before she tears off that mask. Oh, I think the cat wants to go out and have a shit. We're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger and I need a fucking fag break. This is pissing me off. Like, really? Really? I don't know. Oh, whenever this goes up, if you feel like telling me, oh no, you're wrong, but I'm 98% certain Athena tried to move the pulley thingy to get the lift to come down, and she couldn't, proving that it was stuck. And that's why lift number 2 couldn't have been used. And that means they only left one lift, and she needed to use that one lift to get up onto the stage, meaning she couldn't use the fucking lift to move the damn fucking pulley! Win! Over! Done! Fuck you! I'm gonna have a break, I'll be back in a bit.